Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be your full moon reading for July 4th. So this full moon also happens to be a lunar eclipse, so we have a little bit of extra energy going on there. Not as much as we did for the new moon back Father's Day weekend, where we had the solstice, the start of Cancer season, all these retrogrades going on, and what else was there? There was a solar eclipse for that one too, so big energies going on lately, and this one is no different. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa, and I do the zodiac readings based on new moon energy and full moon energy. So the new moon, we're looking at the beginning of a cycle, putting out intentions, setting goals, and then for the full moon, we're looking at the peak of the cycle. So that's where everything starts to bloom for you. The intentions that you set in the beginning of the cycle start to show themselves, and also things that need to be released start to show themselves. So we're going to look at that. Yeah, so if you want, hit that subscribe, all that jazz. Let's get some cards. I'm going to do 9 cards. We're going to do 3 cards for your overall energy kind of right now. Time is fluid, so whenever you're watching this should apply, or the recent past. And 3 cards for what the full moon is going to show you, what's coming to the surface around that full moon energy, and then 3 cards of advice or actions to take. All right. We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups, and the 8 of Swords. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I don't know if what is going on. I feel like there's something not great going on, but I don't really necessarily think it's outside of you. I think there is something going on within you. With this deck, when I see the cards silhouetted like that, I really feel like that's more internal based. This is like your spiritual body or your spirit body or whatever. Having those 2 cards is really indicating that there's something within you. I feel like with the 5 change, this card is usually like feeling outcast, being, not aware. Okay, if you look really deep into the card, meaning they're standing outside of what would appear to be a church building, snow outside. It looks like it's warm inside, but all they really have to do, usually churches are pretty open to people. They want people to be there. They want to spread their message. So it's more of a not really wanting to go that route, not feeling like you'll be accepted. Okay, that's kind of the feeling from the card. It's 5s are change for me, so it's where something is shifting. You could be just realizing that there is warmth inside and that you can go in. All you have to do is ask. But or it could be the other way around, where you've decided to leave the warmth and endure the cold and endure the pain and whatever suffering that you feel like you might have to endure in order to change. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. We have the 2 of Cups next to that, which would indicate like a partnership or a person. There's another person. Both of these cards have 2 people. Okay, 2 silhouettes. We could be looking at like a soul contract, something that you came in with another person as a lesson to be learned or a task to complete, where you're kind of tied to another person. There could be another person involved in your own personal growth. Okay, so the 3rd card is the 8 of Swords. Now, the 8 of Swords is kind of trapping yourself and your head, not wanting to see it, not wanting to feel things, not wanting to communicate or acknowledge what's going on. You just kind of you want to just isolate yourself, and I feel like maybe that's what you've been doing, because you don't want to work on this growth. You don't want to deal with this person who has a lesson for you. This could be a relationship where you're tied to this person and you just don't want to deal with that person because they don't vibe with you or something. But I feel like that kind of conflict, another 5 number word, keyword, you don't want to deal with that conflict. So you're just kind of like trying to sit it out, wait it out. Like if I don't see it, it's not there. Out of sight, out of mind. But I really feel like this is something that you need to work on, but you're avoiding it. Okay, so let's see what the full moon energy is bringing to Scorpio. What is the full moon bringing to Scorpio? 10 of Pentacles, right underneath that 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 4 of Cups. Okay, very similar energies here. We do have a good shift here between that 5 of Pentacles and that 10 of Pentacles. Okay, that's going from down and out and, outcast to financial stability and comfort, and really just comfort is like very loud in my head right now. Being comfortable with your home, your surroundings, your ties to this planet, being very comfortable with that, and just sitting with it. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, which could represent a person coming in. It could just be the movement. It could be the movement from this five of Pentacles energy into the 10 of Pentacles energy. It's movement. It's a steady pace. It's not something that's just bam, here you go. It's not going to be super quick. It's going to take a little bit of galloping through. But this definitely could represent a person that is bringing, like I said, there's like a soul partnership kind of deal. I don't like saying hate, but I strongly dislike the twin flame and the soulmate kind of stuff. Like, that's super gimmicky. But I do believe that we come into this world with a plan, and it includes other people. So I do feel like this definitely could represent a person who you have a connection to spiritually, maybe not even somebody that you've met. It could be a new person coming in. So I strongly feel like there is another person involved, or at least another soul involved. Okay. So that's kind of helping you transition through this from this 5 to this 10. All right. The next card that we have for what the full moon is bringing to you is the 4 of Cups. Okay. She seems pretty content with her 3 cups there. She doesn't necessarily need that 4th cup. Now, having it right below this 8 of Swords energy, where you're just like, tie me up and blindfold me, I don't want to know. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to communicate. I just want to avoid the situation. We have kind of a similar vibe here. Okay. But this is more in a, I am content with what I have energy, not necessarily trying to avoid other energies, but starting to notice and feel that, look, I've got this. I don't really need this right now. You could set it on the table and I'll get it when I'm ready for it, kind of situation. So what I really feel like the full moon is going to be showing you here is how to transition from I don't want to deal with this to I acknowledge that it's there, its existence is valid, but I am choosing not to work on that because I am working on something else, and I will get to that when it's time. Again, with that kind of slow and steady pace. All right. It can gain momentum and speed, but at this point, I feel like it's a slow and steady pace to realizing that you don't have to completely avoid things. Instead, you can choose to acknowledge them. Feelings, a lot of people do that, where you block feelings because you just don't want to. It could get messy, and you don't. It's really acting out of fear. But instead you move to a place of love where you acknowledge that the fear is there, you acknowledge that the pain is there, but you want to get to a place where you can work on that with a full mindfulness. Okay, so I really feel like you've been spending a lot of time avoiding some things, avoiding some change, avoiding a lesson, but it's inevitable. You're going to have to learn this lesson, or you're going to have to do it again. So that's kind of the whole point why you're here, in my belief. So yes, whatever it is that you've been avoiding, it starts to take a turn. You're going to see some, possibly another person coming in with maybe some finances that can help you out temporarily while you work on yourself, or just to kind of help you work on yourself. But yes, that's what I feel like is going on here. All right, do we have any advice or actions for Scorpio to take? Whoa. That one's stuck. The Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. All right, I definitely see a new beginning here for you. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, just start over. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. It's time to start over. You need to start from scratch is kind of what I'm getting here. We have this Ace of Swords, a new way of thinking, a new way of communicating. Something is coming in for you. There's like a communication. We also have a Page who is a messenger of Cups, dealing with emotions. You're definitely going to be feeling something new here. And with the Wheel of Fortune showing up as an advice is, yes, it's time to make the change. The change is for the better. I don't really see any actions to take other than, acknowledging that it's time to start over. This page could represent another person as well, possibly, but I really feel like it's kind of to tie the wheel and the ace together here. I just really feel like there's a shift, and that that it's there, but you're just like, I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. And the cards are telling you it's time. You're ready. You're ready. You'll know when you're ready. Knowledge. Yeah. So you'll feel and you'll know when the time is right. Paying attention to those nudges. That's going to be a big deal for you as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that made sense for you. Please let me know if it resonated in the comments, and make sure you hit that subscribe and the notification bell and all that good stuff if you like the reading and you want to see me again. So thank you again, and as always, have a blessed day.